Good afternoon to all our viewing subscribers over the globe. This is your Amazing channel, remember the first greatest, and I'm your host, Aman Mende. Today, I have my well-landed colleague, I also call him a comrade, by the name Mohammed Drame, aka Salman Ibn Faris.
Or Sultan.
Or Sultan.
Yes.
Today, we are going to discuss a very important topic, as people are fond of blaming a particular generation from time to time. So today, we will have Mohammed to give us a brief explanation on what generation is. Sultan, I will give you the floor to introduce yourself and give us a brief explanation on what generation is.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening to everyone, wherever you may be watching us. I am Mohammed Sultan Drame, or you can call me Mohammed Salman Ibn Faris. It's okay. It's very important, and I'm very happy to be part of this platform. When you hear generation, it starts since creation, because we are all from Adam and Eve. You understand? They were couples. When you hear couples, meaning two, you understand? They start bearing children. Those children, the era they are, you understand? And the offspring they produce were referred to as generation. You understand? Generation can be a time. Generation can be the people that witnessed that time. Generation can be the moment you are in.
Exactly.
You understand?
Yes, I do.
That's why generation can be defined by the people that are living in it. Like me and you. Now, which generation are we? Are we not in 21st century? 21st century.
Exactly.
You understand? So our olden fathers don't witness this generation. We cannot count them in this generation.
Exactly.
Because this is the time we met, and this is the time we are in. And this is the moment we are proud of as our generation. That's why generation is time, the people, and the pride of the people where they are and the condition they are. Because by then, you don't wear this. You understand?
Yeah,
our forefathers were living with what? Hunting and gathering.
Yeah, that's right.
What type of clothes do they wear? Woven clothes.
Yeah.
Animal skins.
Yeah, hides. Yeah.
Okay, hides. Okay?
Definitely.
So, those generations have passed. So, me and you, we will be able to narrate their generation.
Exactly.
But we are not. We cannot blame the generation.
Definitely.
Because whatever we want to talk about that generation, we are just going to say according to. And then our blame will be according to.
Exactly. Exactly.
Our blame will be, this is how they were. So that's why generation is time, and then the people that met that particular time.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for that interesting response.
Yeah.
The response is indeed brief and educating. Okay. I'm enlightened. Mohammed Rami, it is clear to us that our current generation, precisely the younger generation, are fond of blaming our forefathers. In some cases, they would say, locally, Pamil ma try, Mamal ma try. And they did not consider the circumstances, the situation, the time and place in which all those occurrences took place. Now, the question here is, why do we blame generations?
Okay. People blaming generation, or those who are fond of blaming generation, ask them whether they know themselves. Knowing yourself is not an insult.
Yeah, definitely.
You ask Omar, you know your father, your forefather, your forefathers, and their capabilities.
Definitely.
Will you blame your forefathers?
No, I won't.
If you know their capabilities. Definitely. But you will not blame, you will start blaming your forefathers if you don't know their capabilities.
Definitely.
You understand? This is the mistake people are having. Because of they lost their history, they lost their culture, they lost their, even they themselves, they are not proud of themselves.
Exactly.
So that's why such kind of people start to blame generation. Who is generation? I told you earlier on, generation is a time. And in the time, it's been constructed and it's been defined and shaped by the people that witness it.
Exactly.
You understand?
Yeah, sure.
But if you don't know those people, their capabilities, you understand? You don't know their categories, you will start blaming accordingly. And then that blame will continue because you don't know what you are saying, you don't know what you are doing. So this why the blame is continuing.
Okay.
And people are proud of blaming the generation, and while they are insulting themselves.
Definitely, definitely. So, Mohammed, my conclusion based on your response is
Yeah,
the main reason as to why people of this generation, particularly the youth,
yeah,
are blaming their ancestors
yeah.
is as a result of their ignorance of their own history,
Very well.
their true identity.
Yes.
So, can you buttress more on that?
Yeah, because this bag here, I can tell you what is in the bag because I put it there.
Yeah.
The time I am putting there, I alone knows it.
Mhm.
But if you were to explain,
Mhm.
you will say, according to Mohammed,
Yeah.
there's something in this bag.
Okay.
You understand? But how will you be able to quantify or qualify? You understand?
Yeah.
That material inside, if you don't know.
Difficult. It will be very difficult.
You understand?
Yeah, sure.
That is the problem.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
Once again, Mohammed Drame, thank you very much for that response. This is interesting. I'm really learning. And I believe the audience out there also learning. Please don't forget to
Subscribe.
give us your thoughts on this topic. And if you are new on this channel, don't forget to click the subscription button and click the notification bell so as to get all the subsequent interesting topics we'll be discussing on this channel. We hope to have him here more often. Last question for today is Samana.
Yeah.
Now, looking at all the previous questions we discussed,
Yeah.
do you think the youth or the people of this generation should stop blaming the previous generations, precisely their ancestors, their forefathers, and what should they do about themselves and their own history?
You know, I told you the generation you witness, or whatever you witness, you can account that. We should completely stop blaming the forefathers. We should ask ourselves, why are we here? Who is me? Who created me? You understand? Why am I a proud individual? You understand? What is my family background? What is my culture? What is my ancestral descendants? You understand?
Yeah.
If we ask ourselves that, then we'll be able to interpret our forefathers' generation. But the blame game will not do anything.
Definitely. Definitely.
You understand?
Definitely.
Instead of progressing, we will be retrogressing.
Definitely. And I'm not cutting you. I want to give examples of our great ancestors that existed way before our coming. You can refer to the likes of Sheikh Ahmad Bamba,
Yeah.
famously known as Serin Touba.
Yeah.
You can go to the likes of Jason Toure,
Good.
Kan Khalifa Jabi. The list continues from all walks of life, from the kings, go to Mali, ancient Mali.
Coming down to
You see?
our great Edward Francis Small.
Exactly, from all walks of life. We have our ancestors that performed. However, if you look at it closely, you realize that we are not given the true version of our history.
Very well.
So we do not have that sense of belonging, and to some extent, we are lost.
This is what brought divided and rule. Because when our minds are polluted, we are no longer proud of our ancestors, then we'll be just like a swing. You know a swing?
Definitely.
Yeah.
To and fro.
Yeah. We'll just be swinging. We'll be blaming. We'll think we are going forward while we are retrogressing.
Exactly. That's an amazing response.
So this is how the blame will cost to us. So
definitely.
we should not blame our forefathers.
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely.
So if you are blaming your forefathers, you are insulting yourself. Because why are you a pride or a proud Gambian? Even a proud human being.
So,
You understand?
Genesis, yeah.
If you know where you are going to, or if you know where you come from, you will know where you're going
No,
to.
definitely.
But if you don't know where you come from, still you will just be standing at one place, opening your mouth.
Definitely.
And no one will be proud of you
Definitely.
because you cannot elaborate or debunk on your history
Yeah.
to the next generation coming after you.
Definitely.
And then as you blame forefathers, others will blame your generation too.
Definitely.
So you see my
It
point.
continues.
Yeah. So this is how it is.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mohamed Drame, for joining us live on this platform. This topic is very interesting. Please do not forget to share your views and opinions and tell us what you think about this interesting topic. And as I told you earlier, we want to have Mr. Mohamed here more often to share with us his knowledge. It's really educating. If you are new on this channel, don't forget to click the subscription button and click the notification bell so as to get all the subsequent interesting videos on this channel. Tata, Salman and Faris.
Yeah.
No, you did justice today.